So this is a four-part question asking us about the reasons behind various lab safety rules. There's not one straightforward right answer here. Instead, what an instructor would be looking for with this type of question would be to see that you can think about lab safety and how it applies in your situation. So for example, part A is talking about wearing lab aprons and goggles. Different labs actually have different required personal protective equipment, or PPE. That might include lab glasses or lab goggles, gloves, aprons, lab coats, or just clothing that covers exposed skin. You need to know what PPE is appropriate for your particular situation, and you need to know to wear it correctly. Get goggles that fit and keep them on your eyes, not your neck or your forehead, for example. Lab accidents are, by definition, unpredictable, and everyone in the lab, whether they're just observing or they're experimenting themselves, needs to have appropriate PPE. Part B asks about returning unused chemicals to the bottle. But chemicals pick up impurities when we have them out in lab. You often can't see or detect these impurities, but if you transfer them back into a stock bottle, you contaminate that whole bottle. Part C is kind of an outdated question. It asks about contact lenses. In 1978, the National Institute for Occupational Health and Safety, NIOSH, recommended that no one wear contact lenses when they might be exposed to chemicals because it can be difficult to remove contact lenses during an emergency, and it was thought that lenses might cause absorption of harmful vapors, exposing your eyes to more of the chemicals. However, as contact lens technology has improved, many groups, including the American Optometric Association and the American College of Occupational and Environmental Medicine, have issued guidelines saying that contact lenses were safe in most lab situations. NIOSH reviewed these guidelines and the data and changed the rule in 2005 to say that contact lenses could usually be worn with working with chemicals, as long as the user was following good lab safety practices, such as wearing appropriate eye protection over their contacts. Some labs do still forbid contacts. They are one more thing you have to think about in an emergency, but most labs now allow them. And finally, part D asks about dangling clothes or jewelry. Lab accidents have been caused when some loose material trails in a puddle that you didn't notice on a lab bench or gets too close to a Bunsen burner. So keeping all clothing and jewelry close enough that you don't accidentally lose track of the end is highly recommended for lab safety. So those are reasons for all four parts of this question.